The National Restaurant Association's Restaurant Performance Index in June was 100.3, a decrease of 0.3%. Restaurant operators reported softening in same-store sales conditions, and the current situations component of the index, as well as the future expectations component of the index, both declined over the month. Regarding capital spending, 55% of restaurant operators actually reported making a capital expenditure over the past 3 months, and 57% expect to make a capital expenditure over the next 6 months. And both of those levels are down somewhat from prior month. Regarding restaurant industry employment in June, the industry continued to add jobs, although the growth rate for the industry in terms of employment is definitely slowing. The industry added on a net basis 22,000 jobs in June. Currently, restaurant employment over the past year is running at a 2.8% rate, and that compares to the national employment growth of 1.7% over the same time period. Over the past year, the industry has added 310,000 jobs. Regarding wholesale food prices in June, that index now is running at a substantial negative rate of 3.5%. There have been substantial declines in certain commodity groups, such as beef and eggs, for example. But on the other hand, there's still certain commodity groups which are posting double-digit increases over the past year. For example, fresh fruit, vegetables. On the restaurant menu price inflation front, the index continued to tick up in June. Restaurant menu prices year-to-date through June are running at a 2.7% rate. That compares dramatically with what's going on with grocery store prices. That index is now down year-to-date June, a negative 0.6%. So there is now a 3+ percentage point gap between the increase in restaurant menu prices and the decrease in grocery store prices. Meanwhile, overall inflation continues to edge up, that rate now year-to-date through June running at a 1.1% rate. And in comparison for all of 2015, that index was up just 0.1%. So in sum, Restaurant Performance Index in June, 100.3, a decline of 0.3%. Restaurant industry employment up by 22,000. Wholesale food price inflation running at a negative 3.5%, and menu price inflation running at 2.7%. And don't forget, for additional information, to visit our website, restaurant.org. Thank you.